Then, wow, Bill was arrested. The abrupt police takedown followed by his angry conversation with Dwight. Excellent work. My mind is racing with theories about who is responsible, such as Dwight pulling strings, Musso utilizing his bug, or Jeremiah using power. In any case, it significantly raises the stakes. Even though it falters occasionally, Episode 5 of Taylor Sheridan's Tulsa King Season 3 is well worth your time if you've been undecided. Even while it's not perfect, there are some scenes that give the show a new vitality that wasn't there before, particularly the death in the barrel room and Bill's arrest. The episode, in my opinion, struck a mix between roughness and suspense while revealing facets of Dwight's life that allude to more significant problems down the road. This episode is great if you enjoy a blend of unexpected shocks and incisive character drama. Although the payoff is worth staying for, casual viewers may find it a little weighty or uneven. Tulsa King Season 3 Episode 5 ultimately seems like the quiet before the storm. Do you believe Dwight was the brains behind Bill's demise, or is there another person at work? Will the crew be haunted by that violent health inspector encounter, or will it serve as the catalyst for their success? Leave your comments below. Episode 5 of Tulsa King Season 3 strikes a balance between slower and more intense sequences, resulting in a blend of lesser subplots and good character development. Bigfoot's aggressive decision creates further tension, and Dwight and Bill's interactions are particularly noteworthy. The episode keeps the plot moving ahead in spite of a few pacing problems. It's worth viewing, but it could be better. The watch repair guy was the victim of an FBI overlook. These abrupt changes in plot frequently give the impression that two separate TV series are being watched simultaneously. I found Bigfoot's murder of the health inspector to be completely insane and a glaring sign that the program no longer values the integrity of its dramatic decisions. This choice, among other things, adds to Tulsa King Season 3's overall hollowness by relying too much on shock value and other unrealistic and corny situations. To be honest, the way Bill killed Chicky in the Season 2 finale might have been the beginning of this trend. It was simpler to overlook that one, but there are far too many things that seem forced, unnecessary, convenient, or inconsistent with Tulsa King these days. Granting Bodie his mob moment, of all people. After such an intense start, it's annoying to watch the series reverting to territory that is familiar and more subdued. Bodie is once again the target of bullying, and the Dunmire's next course of action after almost killing. I must admit that I had mixed feelings about the storytelling in Tulsa King Season 3 Episode 5. At first, the preparation for the opening of Montague Distillery seemed a little leisurely, but the strain that was building below was evident. Dwight's ability to balance his personal sentiments, betrayal, and work was depicted with remarkable depth. I was captivated by the characters' chemistry, particularly that of Dwight and Bill, particularly during their heated discussions of mistrust and loyalty. Bill's loyalty scene was a standout, adding real emotional weight. I won't lie, though, certain portions were a drag. In contrast to the rest of the drama, the Cole and Spencer subplot felt like filler, thus it didn't really work for me. Additionally, the back and forth on business and political scheming occasionally slowed down the pace. Nevertheless, I'm ready to overlook it because these scenes set the stage for subsequent, more significant rewards. I was sitting up straighter than ever after seeing On the Rocks, the 5th episode of Sylvester Stallone's Tulsa King Season 3. This episode finally dealt some major cards after a gradual burn through the previous ones. As anyone who has been following Dwight and his team knows, the aftermath of the alcohol heist has everyone in a panic. Tyson's mistake started a domino effect. He was benched until he exposed Serenity's duplicity, which resulted in the stolen item being recovered. The Montague Distillery's launch party promised a celebration but ended up being a powder keg just as Dwight was about to recover his breath. Tulsa King Season 3 Episode 5 has everything needed to upend the entire game, including a surprise health inspector, a fatal accident, and a surprising betrayal. Since performances are where this episode truly took off, let's speak about them. Sylvester Stallone is doing a fantastic job as Dwight. Bigfoot's heartless encounter with the barrels was terrifying and completely unanticipated. It kept me on the edge of my seat. There, the actor gave a devastating yet deadpan delivery. The drama benefits from the brutal edge that Jeremiah, Robert Patrick, and Cole provide, but I thought Jeremiah's motivations might have been more fully developed to prevent him from coming off as a cartoon villain. By keeping the stress realistic without going beyond, the supporting characters help to keep the show grounded. The sequence in the barrel chamber is when the episode really shines. I didn't anticipate that. Bigfoot's snap decision to use barrels to smash Leary's head was cruel, startling, and the kind of unexpected turn that saves a show from extinction. I sat up and took notice because it was bold, dark, and really changed. It's becoming increasingly apparent that Tulsa King is a show that serves largely as a stage for on-screen and off-screen talent to gain some recognition in the industry. The creator, Sheridan, is undoubtedly working on other projects at the moment. Terrence Winter, an Emmy winner who wrote 25 episodes of The Sopranos and 12 episodes of Tulsa King in seasons 1 and 2, is likewise absent from season 3. These two absences have severely damaged Tulsa King's creative reputation and are largely